What up, what up, what up? We are live from 95 with your boys Gabriel and we hope everybody had a happy, safe Thanksgiving. Ate some good food, had some good time with friends and family. Peace and love to all y'all out there. Keep enjoying the holiday season.
Yep.
And another busy week in hip hop. Today we'll be covering. This will be a 2-part episode. Heads up on that. This will be part 1. Part 2 will be a different upload altogether. So be on the lookout for that. This first one will be taking a deep dive into the friendly little competitive sparring match between Tory Lanez and Joyner Lucas that's been going on for the last couple days. How you feel about that? Just off the jump.
Well, I love to see always hip hop, man. I always love to see the battles. You know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up on. That's what I love. And Tory Lanez, as we spoke in the last episode, is a name that I am familiar with. And Joyner Lucas, of course, is one of artists that we spoke amongst a couple episodes.
Yeah, we've been a huge fan of Joyner for a long time. So this whole thing was intriguing because I thought Joyner was going to wash Tory. Tory's not an artist I really keep up with. I've heard his music. He's alright. Not really something I would go to. I definitely didn't expect him to come out the way he came out.
True.
And we'll decide our verdict after we go into the bars. But I already know who I feel won the battle.
Mm-hmm.
See if that changes when we actually take a deep dive. I've listened to all the songs and kind of done a little like casual analysis, but we'll really get into it here on the podcast. This all started when Tory, on an interview somewhere, I forget where, said that he feels like he could go bar to bar with Joyner. And then Joyner kind of challenged him. And surprisingly, Tory Lanez responded with the Lucky You freestyle, which he spit over the Lucky You track from M's Kamikaze, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was...
Before we read the lyrics, let's play it real quick, and we'll pause this, because I don't want us to get flagged. And after we get a good review on hearing it, then we can actually break the bars down and see how we feel about the song.
All right, well.
So we just heard the song. Again, Tory, didn't know he had that kind of skill set. You know, chopping and all that. That's definitely a talent that I look for, that I give I take my hat off to. As far as the song, I don't know, we're going to have to break the bars down, but it sounds like he was just showboating his skill. I don't really recall him saying anything crazy as I would expect in a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? He did say some line about Smash Brothers with a shell on his back. Thought that was funny. What was your opinion on the song?
I agree with you. I feel like Tory just came out and kind of just went over Lucky You and spit with a similar, flow. Just, with the chopping it up, spitting fast. He had a couple clever bars in there. He had a little triple entendre he was talking about, and we'll go into the bars in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole, turn beef into a cheesesteak, and then the whole Philly, and then he had the Rocky, so that little triple entendre, and then we had a little couple bars where like he kept the cold theme going. So he definitely had like a good skill set there. To your point, it didn't sound anything crazy like a diss. It was more like, all right, Joyner disagreed that you can go bar for bar, so you just hopped on a track that he did to show that you can go bar for bar for him. I don't think you went bar for bar with him. I think Joyner's verse on Lucky You was much better than this.
I agree.
Both flow-wise, content-wise. But to your point, yeah, Tory was just showboating like, oh, y'all don't think I could do this? Well, here you go. And big up to Tory because I didn't think you can do this.
True.
You know what I mean? So for people who aren't familiar with him, or even for those who are familiar with him and didn't know he could rap like this, it was a good look for him. But let's get into the bars because that's where we're really gonna see what's up. Because motherfuckers could spit fast and not say shit.
Yeah. And
it could sound good, and that don't mean nothing. And that's kind of what he was saying at the end, which I disagree with what he was saying. He was like showboating at the end of the track, like, y'all thought y'all had this special sauce. I could do this rap fast stuff too. It's not just rapping fast that's cool. Like, yeah, it's appealing to the ear. But Joyner is great because he raps fast and he has hella content that nothing I've heard from Tory can even come close to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? We got Am I Racist? We got Frozen where he talks about, the
car accident.
The car accident. He has Happy Birthday where he talks about, the kid, which is one of my first songs that I heard from Joyner Lucas. He has a lesser known track from his first mixtape, What Would Jesus Do, which is crazy. Rock Cappuccino.
That one.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anything Tory has produced can come close to what Joyner's put out there creatively and musically and lyrically. So I just want to get that out the way. Like, it's not just a rap fast thing. Joyner does his fucking thing. But let's go into the lyrics. See if there's anything that stands out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a million foes. I can go silly with those. I got a pocket rocket down a cock and chop and pop a nigga that really impose. Great rhyme scheme, great flow, but really not saying much. Niggas that's with me is villains and hoodies that lost all they good and they feelings on the road. It's so appealing, the feeling of killing a nigga that pose. Get Milli Vanilli with those. Turn a beef plate to a cheesesteak. Bitch, I be really in Philly with those. Neck rocky as a blizzard. The nigga flex gotten bigger. This is where he got a little bit creative to me, which is like, alright, it's nothing crazy, but I see what you're doing here. You know, it's so appealing, the feeling of killing a nigga that pose, like trying to, you know, call Joyner a poser, I guess, right? And then get Milli Vanilli with those, comparing him to, you know, Milli Vanilli, the fucking 90s duo that's trash. Then again, the triple entendre I mentioned before, beef plate to a cheesesteak. I really be in Philly with those, neck rocky as a blizzard, you know. And then he continues with the cold theme. My wrist so chilly it froze. Really, I'm colder than ever. My niggas going for whatever. Niggas gripped up, fifth tucked in the snow, storm, or weather. So he continues with that cold theme, which is cool. Sandstorm or the desert, hands down on the desi. Just again, I continues with the cold theme, but really not saying nothing. Like, you just saying, you know, you niggas got, you know, guns ready for beef or whatever. Which is nothing creative or spectacular. Leave his whole body bloody, like shorty done putting a tampon on already. That was the dope line. Shooting with a Vietnam cannon out the Peter arm on the levee. See the charm on already. We go to jail. This shit'll be fine. We'll meet up with friends, cause all our man's gone already. What else? Either double R stitching is that, or the Bentley being a seat. Double R stitching is like stitching in like the cars. But again, when you showboating your, you know, fucking materialistic shit, like, I got my D in a freak. I gotta be in repeat. She want to eat every morning. I treated her like porridge and gave her the cream of the week. Those are clever lines, but it got nothing to do with Joyner.
I'm already halfway done with the verse as you was, you know, saying your piece. And I haven't seen anything that's like a battle. It's just like I said in the beginning, it's just him showboating. And if you want to touch on when he was chopping it fast, he's like, oh, hit him with the mini mag. Is he really bad that I got to hit him with that bigger gap? Matter of fact, where me that? Literally at the spot that he said that he'll be at, but where is he at? Like, really, nigga, if you're really telling me that? Like, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't prepared to hit him with a felony act. Like, you thought I would never react. Have a nigga looking like he trying to fight in Smash Bros. When a nigga put a shell in his back. Like, that was the only line that stuck out from the whole song.
Yeah, shell in his back, like Super Smash Brothers is the game when you throw a shell and also shell in his back, like a gun shell to your back. Like,
it's sad if like that was what I caught and it still sticks out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was a clever line.
No, I'm saying that. Yeah, but like out of the whole song, if that's like the only line that I could remember,
yeah,
it's funny to me. I'm reading it, and again, like I said, bro, he's showboating that he can go, I guess, bar for bar with Joyner.
Yeah,
that's what this first song is about.
But again, I disagree. He can do the style. He can chop.
Yeah.
He can have clever lines in there. You know, double entendres, metaphors. There was a few lines that I was like, oh, that shit was hard. That was tough. That was clever. But to your point, not much directly at Joyner, which I don't think was the intent of this, right?
I agree. I think it was just like we said.
Given the rest of the tracks that came out, this is more like a bait, which Joyner bid on, and we'll get to Joyner's the Liddy freestyle.
So now we're going into Joyner's response.
Right. So Tory, that shit was mad basic to me. Like, again, the skill set, the rapping fast, the flow, cool, got it. But all right, so now Joyner responds with Liddy freestyle.
I feel hands down Joyner got that. There's a lot of clever moments. There's a lot of punchlines. Again, what a rap battle is now, Joyner's getting a little bit more into it. You know, after Tory called him out.
I mean, he had me laughing within 3 seconds. So right off the jump, he comes in with like creative, jokey punchlines, but then he also plays on facts.
And again, we talked about that in the past about when we're doing a battle. You know, when you spit facts that nobody knows, stuff that's behind the scenes. But I think a lot of people know about Tory Lanez.
The hairline replace. He said it. He said it in an interview.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that he brought to light, but you know what I'm
But
saying?
he played on that fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you make facts and flip them in a battle, that adds that little extra like punch to it. So he had a couple of those moments, and I mean I think he picked them apart. So if we're calling this round 1, I'll definitely give it to Joyner. But let's go into why that was. So he off the jump. You know, what's up with you R&B niggas trying to turn rappers and trappers? You should just stay in your lane, bro. You sound like Papa the Rapper. That had me crying.
Bro, Parappa the Rapper for all my PlayStation 1 fiends out there.
PS2 too.
Yeah, they dropped the remastered. And yeah, I'm guilty of purchasing it too because that game was official.
But the reason why that was hilarious was Papa the Rapper was just, it was this game where it was kind of like Guitar Hero, but like rapping with Papa the Rapper, this character. And he rapped fast, but he wasn't really saying shit.
Kick. Punch.
You know what I mean, yeah, like it was just funny. So I feel like that was a good play on the first track Tory put out, right?
Yeah.
And then he plays on his height. You know, I'm looking down on you. You talk to me. You should grab you a ladder. You swung at me, only jabbed at my bladder.
Watch you disappear like
abracadabra. Like that was clever. What other bars that I think were funny? Oh, you and Trippy better have you some backup. Ren and Stimpy looking aggy and staggered. That shit was hilarious. It was called them Ren and Stimpy.
Yo.
And again, playing on their physical appearances and making that joke, like that shit was funny. Which other ones? Oh, you challenged me. What the fuck is you thinking? Way too much weed. What the fuck is you drinking? So on the Instagram live shit where Tory was talking shit, he was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I like this play. It's like similar to what M did when he dissed MGK, when he was just like, "Oh, you popping a bottle to this?"
Yeah.
Right. He referenced something they did on social media, which I thought was clever. Because, you know, like, what the fuck was you drinking? What was you on? What was you smoking that you think you could fuck with me?
Yep.
Then he said, I brought the tsunami. You fuckers are sinking. That was clever and dope. Leave all that lyrical shit up to me. I'm a savage that bang. Bring all your Prada suits back to Lee Chang. Like, yo, go back to that Chino that sold you the bootleg shit.
Take all that auto-tune back to T-Pain.
That was hard, too.
I swear you R&B rappers is strange. You okay, but ain't nobody favorite.
You alright, you ain't nobody major. That's tough to me because he's like, alright, you alright, you make good music, but you're nobody's favorite rapper. Like, you're nobody major, you're on nobody's top 5 list. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the conversation. You just make cool music. Like, stay in your lane, like you said in the beginning, right?
Yep.
5'3", you ain't nobody dangerous. Yo, is Tory really 5'3"? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a small ass dude.
That is a small dude.
With hairline replacements. Maybe that weed you was smoking had you feeling confident. Again, playing on that. This shit was funny. Maybe that doctor put something inside of your head when you got hairline replacement. So yeah, Tory again on the interview admitted that he did the hairline replacement, which big ups him for admitting it. But then you get into a battle, you gonna get it.
I just pulled that up real quick because he reportedly saying that he had a badly receiving hairline, which is why he is usually seen wearing hats, caps, and other headwear accessories. And he revealed it on Real 92.3 interview that he got his hairline surgery and it wasn't cheap. And he paid over 75 stacks for the procedure to be done.
That's wild. Can I have 75 stacks?
She.
But yeah, so again, just that first verse alone, plenty of clever punchlines, direct hits. Shit was funny. The hook was also a good hook for a diss track.
I enjoyed the hook actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
But then again, verse 2, he just goes off the jump. I'm the leader of the new school with a screw loose. All you niggas blues clues with a fruit juice. Like, yo, like y'all elementary. Like calling them, you know what I'm saying? Like you blues clues. Turning Jimmy's shoes into FUBU. Oh, there's another hit. They compare me to M. They compare you to Iggy. They compare me to Meth as a Method Man. They compare you to Glizzy. I don't know who Glizzy is. Oh, Shy Glizzy, a.k.a. Hefe, is a hip-hop artist from Southeast D.C. Never heard of him. But yeah, so I'm again, I guess comparing you to an artist not many people know.
Yeah.
I'm Leonardo da Vinci and I paint a picture with color, which against what we were saying, some of the songs he's put out, you know, these stories, these super lyrical, amazing story tracks with messages that he puts out, he paints pictures. So I like that he included that.
I already got cake and I don't need no butter. We already got a Drake and we don't need another.
That was hard. That was tough, cause yeah. Let Drake do the fucking R&B rap shit. he's a monster at doing that.
I'm gonna do what Drake should have did a while ago. Throw your ass off a cliff, make you say Geronimo.
Yeah, like, yo, these are niggas that was fucking with you, but I'm gonna, They should have been got rid of your ass, so I'm gonna do it. What you gonna do when the fucking blunt's gone? Because I wanted all the smoke. I ain't even puff along. That was tough. And before that, he says, go back in the booth, make another love song. And then this is when he goes in with the chopping.
Yeah. Nigga, I've been packing the Black Mac with it, wrapped in the backpack with a sack, and a Mad Max in the back of the black cab. Yo.
With a gat and a snapback, put a cap in your back, fat. Murder you and your whack little cat in the hat raps.
That was hilarious.
That was tough. So, again, he's spitting fast here, but it's not just speed. It's clever lines and content, right? He's being clever with it. Mad Max references, the cat in the hat shit's hilarious.
Finna stab you, jab back, and clap at you mad fast. When you singing, you ain't half bad, but you rapping like Raz Kass.
That I don't get, to be honest. Because Raz Kass is considered like a dope rapper. So that I got to take point away from Joyner on that. Because I know Raz Kass is considered, I was never like a huge fan of his, but I've heard him on features with very well-known MCs, like true, you know what I'm saying? Like hip-hop MCs. He's well regarded in the culture, like in the genre. So that's more of a compliment than anything, I would think. So that I gotta be objective, and like Joyner, I think you slipped up with that bar.
And I bet that you mad sad because you about to get laughed at and buried in trash bags left in a hatchback.
See, that's again fast, thick rhyme scheme, but clever, right? Like, yo, people, you about to get laughed at, buried in trash bags. Like, you about to get laughed at for this, and they gonna leave your shit in the trash. Like, no, nobody's gonna get it.
He said, come out and play. You my prey, you the goat. I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah, that was tough. Fucking dinosaurs eat the goat.
Nah.
Alright, so that was a clever play on words.
I've done made my own way like I'm supposed to. All you niggas did what you was told to. Tory, why all your songs always sound like a rerun? I just want my refund.
Refund, yeah, that's funny. Like, yo, all your songs sound the same. I want my money back because I bought a whole fucking album and every song's the same shit. It's pretty much what he's saying, right? It's like no diversity in his works. Funny looking ass go and eat some, nigga. I ain't never had to get my fucking teeth done, nigga. Again, like cracking on shit that he's done. His physical appearance. And then he had that line that I know you didn't like.
Well, before that too, the reason why Joyner said that is because before Tory became big in the music industry, he had a gap between his teeth, which he later fixed up with.
Oh, some motherfuckers just be fixing up everything, bro.
So
he gets his hairline replaced, he gets his teeth redone. I think he needs some J. Cole in his life, bro.
Hey.
He needs to go listen to Smile.
Yeah.
From Born Sinner. Yeah, Tory, go listen to Cook and Smile, my dude.
And then this line, I know we spoke about this, right? And there was some controversy with it. I mean, it definitely, we spoke about this. Me and 6ix9ine had Trippie Redd bitch on the couch. She was giving us a threesome nigga. The first time I heard that, I was like, whoa, ain't that bitch on the age? I don't know her age. She looks like she's 12.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The first time I heard it, I thought it was tough, not because of the context of it, because I know 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd have been going back and forth about who fucked whose bitch and whatever. So I was like, oh, that was a hard jab at Trippie Redd. But at the same time, I could see how it could be cringeworthy. Because, yeah, I don't know how old.
I don't know. I don't follow these people. So, I mean, but judging from the pictures that I see, I guess she's like the same age of him, if not Trippie Redd, so I don't know. But she looks type young.
But, yeah, so that was like a teetering along the line. But overall, Joyner definitely killed them with this one. So now Tory comes back with Liddy again. All right. Freestyle.
Let's get into that real quick.
Yeah, so we just listened to it again. I initially thought Tory took it with that, but now listening it closer, I think Joyner won for multiple reasons, and we'll get into it right now. Was that Liddy again? All right, so we're gonna break this shit down bar for bar because this is where a lot of people, including myself, initially thought Tory took it, but I'm changing my initial thought. So he comes out off the jump with a hard bar, right? He comes out, kill a pussy nigga with his pantyhose on. The gun is equipped for whatever hand it goes on. The pantyhose line was clever. That shit made me chuckle. Then right after that, he says to kill a backpack nigga with his JanSport on. That was tough. The geek ass dweeb ass shit was whack. Again, just generic shit. The shit he was saying before, pretty much, bro. Pull the heat fast and blast and leave that nigga with a seat back, nigga. I'm a number one nigga in no time. I've been waiting for. Nigga says nigga a lot in this song, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when you have to, when that's a crutch.
To rhyme shit.
Like, yeah, it's not, it's that's weak to me. And that happens a lot in this song.
Yeah.
Like, every other bar, he's saying nigga. Like, you couldn't replace that word with any other word to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it lost points. In addition to this, the generic is like it's so generic. Well, like you're just talking about a million ways to kill him. Like you was doing that in the last one.
Yeah. Going off of a bar that does intrigue me, right? Which I don't know how we feel about that, right? Eminem couldn't get you to 1 million on the gram. Chris Brown tried. Nigga failed both times. I done took your page to 1 million in a day. If you ask me, nigga, I'm your motherfucking cosign.
So I think that was a tough bar, and I'll give Tory points for that, because I don't know how true that is. I don't look at Joyner's page, but I know Joyner's gotten hella hype over this. Like, people who've never heard of Joyner are like, yo, who is this dude? He's nasty. Like, I've seen that on Twitter and social media stuff. So I give him props for that. Like, that was a tough shot. But I disagree with the Eminem part. And he references that later, so I'll get into that when he references that later.
Going off of Genius real quick, right? It says, when the feud between the two started, Joyner's Instagram had just recently reached 1 million followers, while Tory's Instagram has 3.2. Tory's implying that the buzz between this rap battle has caused Joyner followers to rise.
Yeah, and it has. So, like I said, points for that. But then, again, like the generic shit. I'm going to hit the pussy ass nigga with a clothesline. I'm going to have to catch a nigga slipping on my own time. I just took the flame on a private ass plane out to Massachusetts, catch this nigga slipping in his hometown. Like, all right, so you're going to go find him in his hometown and do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that generic shit. And then he goes around, right? He goes around and says around a lot. And it's not in the sense where we've referenced it where Lil Wayne does this effectively and cleverly. Joel Ortiz does it effectively and cleverly. Here it's just, you're just throwing the word around. You feel me? He says, yeah, I see what go around, come around, and go around. What? Like, what come around goes around, done. Like, you're adding another go around? Like, you're being redundant. So I got his whole going round like it go around. Let these niggas know I'm not the one to toe. I'm not the one to toe the toe around. Singing ass nigga, not the one to leave your hoe around.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just...
He had to throw that in there. He had to throw the R&B in there. Like, Mr. Steal Your Girl, Trey Songz.
Yeah, like, yo, you're not Trey Songz. And again, around. Like, there was no clever use of the word around, I feel, in my opinion. Do you agree, disagree?
I agree.
Again, this is a technique used by, like, top tier MCs like Lil Wayne's or Lil T's and others. They do it effectively. I don't feel like this was effective.
You have ways of using rhyme schemes, right, where you can mean it a different time the second time around, which is like how we say, Joel Ortiz does or Lil Wayne does, time to time. A lot of other rappers do. But then there's the scapegoat where I just put a word at the end just so that I could say things.
Yeah, and it means the same every time. And sometimes it doesn't make sense, and sometimes it's redundant.
And
like
it sounds good to the ears, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what are you saying? Like see, you're going off of how we feel, but there's people here who don't mind that.
Yeah,
and, you know what I'm saying? That because it sounds good. Just like when you first heard that song, you thought, hey, you know what? Tory might have gotten it, but as you break the bars down and you hear what he's saying, people are really not saying nothing. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? If I keep saying the word flower, something, flower, something, flower, and make it sound good, you know, the listeners who don't care for the stuff that we do, find that entertaining.
True. But yeah, then again, more generic shit.
About to hit him with the end of the K. Word of my niggas in heaven.
I'm about to send him away. So again, another fucking death threat reference. Like, his shit is getting old already.
And then after that, I'm exhausted. I killed this nigga 2 times, 24 hours, man. This shit's been a repetitive day.
That was alright.
I like that bar.
I don't think he killed him 2 times though.
I believe he believes that, but right. I like the bar.
Agreed.
You know? And I don't understand this. Nigga tell me is it Joyner Lucas Joyner.
Yeah, like you don't know his name? That was whack. That was weak.
I'm the nigga who destroy you.
Coop deploy you, label drop you. Who's the lawyer? Put your contract front then back and he be who employ you. Oops, I'm going. Who's condoning? Juice and Jonesin'.
I feel like I get what he was trying to say.
Yeah, so Coop deploy you is a play on like, Coop d'etat. So basically like what he's doing is gonna cause the label to drop him, right? And then he's gonna buy the contract back, and then he's gonna be Joyner's boss, is what he's saying. Like, so he got the enough. He's basically saying what I'm doing right now is gonna cause your label to drop you, and then I'm gonna buy you out, and I'm gonna be your boss.
Yeah.
Like, I
feel
get
like
it.
I get it. Could he have said it in a different way? Possibly.
Nah, I think those are tough bars. I'll give him points for those.
I mean, it sounds broken to me though. Like I understood what he was saying, so the point got across. But I mean, if it was me, I would have said it in a different way.
Yeah.
That's just me. Then he says something about try to ask this pussy ass nigga who the fuck wants smoke, but the light skinned niggas in your crew too spooked to join in. Okay.
Yeah, that was just. I mean, let's be real. That was a racist ass bar, bro. Like, just because Joyner is light skinned, half white, or like his crew may be light skinned, like what? Just because of that, they not tough or they not hard. You think they're gonna be scared? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like the whole light skin card. I think that's just weak.
I mean, like again, I get it. It's a rap battle, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
But I feel like if you have to pull that card, I feel like you're reaching.
Yeah. Like, let's talk real shit. Let's talk disaster. Let's talk Hollow the Dawn. Let's talk, these real fucking battle rappers out here that really do this. Don't pull that card, and if they do, they're way more clever with it. You know what I mean? Way more clever with it. And again, he says nigga fucking a million times. I'm a nasty nigga. Then you could ask these nigga. The shotty dumping popping up out of the backseat nigga. I'm about to leave his body bloody like a maxi nigga.
But I feel like all he's talking about is killing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And it's not creative.
It's not
rhyming.
battle.
He has the rhyme scheme there.
Yeah, it's like I said.
He's rapping fast with it. Is there. And that leave you bloody like a maxi nigga is similar to the tampon bar he had in the first one. So that's redundant again. Like,
hold up. Yeah. This bar cracks me up. Attacks these niggas. Get at these niggas. Attack these niggas. You wasn't attacking him like the whole fucking song, saying you're gonna murder him. This is that. Like now you're gonna attack him
again and again, nigga. Like, yo, say something else to me. Like, rhyme something else. Be more creative. The venom is arachnid, nigga. Like, okay, so you spitting venom like an arachnid. Got it. I'm about to kill the man and the man that done back these niggas and blame any man that'll try to dap you, nigga, and clap any fan that attract you, niggas. Like, okay, you're just rhyming words, bro. This is the perfect example of rapidy rap.
Yeah.
Like, you're just rhyming words. It may sound okay to your ear because it's a lot of rhyming words, but you're not saying shit.
The only thing I agree with you. Now, going into this next stuff, I feel like this is where he gets a little personal, right?
Yes, this is where I'll give him points.
See, your daddy was a magician that never made it. Because when you was born, nigga, it was you or him. Shadow knowing...
Hold on, that again. Why do you have to throw nigga in there?
Yeah, you want to continue it? I lost.
Shattered knowing he would never make it as an artist, and the odds of his life probably be 2-1. But I give it to him because he didn't run. I guess he figured, man, when you look at it in a nutshell, all I got is a failed music career, and my revenge is giving that shit to my son. So that was mad clever, right? Because he's talking about, yo, your dad was a failed musician, but he ate that and he accepted that. But he was like, yo, my revenge for failing in the music industry is going to pass a failed career onto my son. It was clever. I'll give him points for that. Those are a couple dope bars. And then he gets back to the fucking basic shit. Nigga, I'm a flossy nigga. They try to toss me, nigga. The 45th, I get them off me, nigga. Like 45th, like 45 caliber gun.
Mm-hmm.
I block niggas, Chris Bosh these niggas. Like a whack-ass NBA rhyme, sorry. Like, yo, these NBA references gotta go, bro. They're old. And they're not cool anymore. I figures pitch posh to niggas. I dump niggas, jump crisscross these niggas. Again, yo, you saying niggas every fucking like other word, bro. The pump leave him slumped in the car seat. How many times have you heard that line?
Yeah.
The skunk in the trunk was an awkward nigga. What? That thought he didn't need to have caution with him? You lost me, bro. I'm sure that skunk in the trunk was fucking awkward. A cornball with a Boston fitted. I said, hold up, my nigga, this shit crazy. Niggas, this one he caught him, and this line made me rethink the whole Trippy 6ix9ine shit. Right? He said niggas say he out here running threesomes with the nigga that's in court dealing with the kid cases. That was hard. I gotta give Tory for that. That was a stiff fucking body shot.
And again,
right
like we talked about, like Joyner should have not threw that. Like there's a million other ways and other things he could have said to get back at Trippy.
yeah.
He didn't need to involve himself into it.
Oh,
he could have
man.
said that, I don't know. Shit.
That shit was funny. So yeah, yo, big points for Tory on that, because that was hard. I got 5 plaques this year. You did a whole song with Eminem and still don't even have one, nigga. Then you gotta get your facts right, because Joyner actually did get his first platinum plaque off of Lucky You with M. So there, your facts is just wrong. Still, you got him 5-1, but that's not an actual fact. So you check that before you spit it.
He said his Liddy verse was whack.
This was hard. Hit me for a hook, maybe get a plaque, young nigga. Like, but again, nigga. Yo, I swear, like, come on, like you could. I don't know. For me, if you're a wordsmith like that, I feel like he's using that word as a crutch. This whole song.
Yeah, be smart like a Harvard nigga. Don't start with niggas.
Again.
This bar, I don't know how you felt about it, but it was weak to me, right?
One?
This is my son. I'm gonna tell him like Star Wars, Lucas. I'm your father, nigga.
I thought it was clever.
I like it,
like
but
Luke,
yeah.
to play on his name with Star Wars, like.
But like, who's Tory to say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? His
he's
father,
trying to say
like,
he's sonning.
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I know what he's saying, nigga. But you're not sonning nobody.
But
bro.
he feels that way. Like the earlier rhyme, he was like, "Yo, I killed you twice in 24 hours. It's been a repetitive day." Yeah. Like, I don't think you killed him twice in 24 hours, but the bar, it was a hard bar.
Like, maybe if they were battling and like, it was hands down that Tory got it and the world knows Tory got it. Just like back in the days with Ja Rule and M. Like, everybody know who took that one, right?
Yeah.
And the whole shady camp. So, we knew, right? So, then you can have bragging rights to be like,
Hold on. This bar I want to fucking demolish right now. I did not peep this. I'm going to fucking tear this apart. Sorry, Tory. He said Busta Rhymes impersonating Worthless Baby irks him daily. If you're wild, because there was a video where Busta Rhymes was watching the Ross Cappucciano music video for the first time, and he compared Joyner Lucas to Nas.
Nice.
So if he's saying Joyner irks Busta Rhymes daily, it's the complete opposite. Busta has the utmost respect for Joyner Lucas. So that bar was whack.
And then this one, right? Hurts to say it. Burger flipping, birthed in the 80s, trying to be a 90s baby, 30-something, trying to chase it.
Another one, get your facts right. Joyner's 29, so pushing 30. Birthed in the 80s, trying to be a 90s baby. So what is he saying? He's trying to, like, make music that's more similar to the 90s?
He's trying to say that he's trying to lie, trying to act like he's still in...
Oh, birthed in the 80s. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Because he's 29, so technically he was born in 89. But that's close enough to the 90s, so all right, I got it. But then do your math, motherfucker. Clearly he's not 30-something. I'm sorry, yo. Just get facts right.
He says, they ain't like none of... I guess he's... Tory Lanez coming back, and what am I going to do this time? They ain't like none of my diss lines. Everybody
So now
knows,
he's talking from the perspective of he's Joyner Lucas, right?
No, yeah. Everybody knows I can spit in quick time, even if the lines as shitty as 6ix9ine.
So that I like as a diss to 6ix9ine. I don't like that as a diss to Joyner because, again, Joyner does not have shitty lines.
I mean, you're going to compare any song from Joyner, and you're going to try to compare it with 6ix9ine's Pussy.
Not even. Compare anything that Joyner put out to anything Tory put out.
I'm going somewhere with this. So you're going to have... You're trying to say that Joyner... Right, this is Tory, right? Mm-hmm. So Tory's saying that Joyner's lines are similar to 6ix9ine. So I'm just going to say something from 6ix9ine, and let's just say... right? Pussy got that wet, got that drip, got that super soaker, hit that she a Fifi, her name Kiki, she eat my dick like it's free, I don't even know, like, why I did that. So
hold on, she eats dick, bro?
I don't
want to know what that feels like.
She eat my dick like it's free, I don't even know, like, why I did that. You're comparing Joyner to that. That's
exactly.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's a stretch, bro.
That's
not even. That's a fucking stretch. Trip halfway around the world and around the block and down into the sewers and through the subway and back again. That no way in hell. No way in hell, bro. Nope, not doing it. Again, he just continues, and from the perspective of Joyner, saying, I ain't got no songs. When I go, I spit freestyles. Are you not familiar with Joyner's catalog? He has no hits. I'll give him that. Joyner has no hits. He's never been mainstream until, The Lucky You with M. But he got songs. Try to make songs about depression, but nobody ever get it. So I take it out on popping niggas beats now. I ain't never ever trapped. I ain't never slung a gat, but the world don't know, so fuck it. I'm a G now. I gotta check you on that as a Joyner fan, and this is not being a Joyner stan. Again, just checking you on facts. Joyner never says he's a gangster. He has plenty of songs where he says he's not a gangster. When he's talking about using a gun or being in the trap, he's telling a story, right? So I guess Tory doesn't get that.
Well, what Tory is saying, Tory still points out how Lucas remixes still outperform his original songs. Joyner has become known for his freestyles, which has been from Gucci Gang by Lil Pump to Bank Account by 21 Savage and even Mask Off by Future. These songs are some of the most popular Joyner has ever had, and his Gucci Gang remix is more popular than any sad song he's released. That was a quote and unquote.
Okay, so I'll give him points. I'll give him points for that. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because Joyner did make a lot of buzz off of his remixes and off other people's beats. So I'll give him points for that. But again, the bars was like, yo, I ain't never trapped, I ain't never slung a gap, but the world don't know it, so fuck it, I'm a G now. Like, Joyner never tried to be a G. He never claimed it. He never, nah. So, but I'll give him points for the bar that you broke down. Because that was hard then. That was a hard shot. I'll give Tory credit for that. That shit was tough. I got 100 bunch of bullets, about to put them all in them. Again, like basic shit. Nigga walked in with 100 rounds in him, and he seen a nigga chicken, I was coming down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Backpack niggas ain't selling no records. Better dumb it down with it. When you come around with it, you lost my respect there. Tory, if you say you're a rapper of caliber, and you trying to show people you do this, you're telling people to dumb it down. That's the opposite of what we trying to do out here, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
We tired of y'all dumbing it down.
Stop dumbing it down, man.
So that just as a hip hop fan got me tight. Like, it's cool to dumb it down again. We've had this conversation before on this podcast. You know, there's dope party records. There's time and place for everything. That's cool. But to make a blanket statement talking about, yo, you ain't selling no records, better dumb it down with it when you come around with it. Nah. Go listen to Dumb It Down by Lupe Fiasco. Tory. Then come back.
So overall, how do you feel about that now?
I feel like Joyner's Liddy freestyle went harder than this one.
I agree. I believe there's still one more. Right?
Yeah, Joyner's last diss, which was weak. We're
gonna re-listen to it and break the bars down. We'll be honest about it. So yeah, hands down, bro. After hearing that, Joyner's the man, bro. A lot of again punchlines, funny moments, and he sunned him the right way, especially that little scene where he has the kid in the background. And
I do feel like he was a little bit juvenile at times, and he could have done better. But yeah. I guess that's just, I know you have expectations of certain people. Mm-hmm. My expectations, this is Joyner's first battle. I had higher expectations, but
you seen it in the interviews too when they were FaceTiming each other. Like, Joyner didn't take it as a serious threat, so Joyner was just playing around the whole time, and
sparring.
It's gonna show that Joyner ain't taking it serious. God forbid the day that somebody does step on Joyner's toes and Joyner gets serious. I think that's when you're gonna see the Joyner that you're expecting.
I don't even think Joyner's gonna have a chance. I mentioned this to you, but it was funny because in the midst of this, Royce the 5'9" just tweeted, "Yo, leave Joyner alone."
Oh my God.
That's it. That was the whole tweet. Leave Joyner alone.
Bro, hashtag bad meets evil meets worse.
Yo, so I think if it ever was a serious issue with Joyner, like Joyner, I don't think he'd even have a chance to reply. Yeah, if it was ever serious, like people are gonna have issues because of Royce alone. But let's get into this ZZ freestyle from Joyner so we can break down the bars and objectively show y'all why Joyner won this battle, at least in our opinion, right? Again, off the jump. Yo, nigga saying, what a great battle, but you about to see a fucking snake rattle. That was tough. I like that creativity, right? That image. And to your point, right? Like, yeah, Joyner's not taking this quite serious yet because a rattlesnake will rattle before he bites. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yo, you about to see a fucking snake rattle. Like, I'm just rattling my tail right now. I'm not biting yet.
I'm about to attack.
I'm not biting yet, right?
You want me to.
So that was tough. I like that you brought that up because that was perfect with this line. This bar was hard. I'm truly sorry that you stuck inside of Drake's shadow. When are you gonna overcome? When are you gonna level up? When are you gonna grow another foot? That I don't get. So I gotta look at that shit up quick. Oh, another foot like height. I'm an idiot. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that shit was tough. Because again, he's making these comparisons to Drake and Tory again. Like, yo, in the last track, he was like, we don't need another Drake. But this time he twists it, right? So something similar, but he's saying something different. Like, we don't need you, we got Drake. And now he's like, yo, when are you going to be your own man and get out of Drake's shadow? Because you're basically trying to follow his formula,
so
right?
It could be more meanings, right? Because it could mean that, or he could just be, again, taking a shot of his height. Like, literally, bro, when you're going to...
Oh, word, because Drake is taller than... Yeah.
When are you going to grow?
Grow another foot. Yeah, that's funny. What else? What other couple bars here? And everything... Oh, this shit was tough. When are you gonna show us that you're number one? Because he's talking all this shit, right? But I don't know where he's at on the billboards and all that. And everything that you accomplished in some years about to take me just a couple months. Don't you think I'm bluffing neither? That was tough because Joyner knows he's about to blow the fuck up if he plays his cards right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So with that confidence Joyner has, like, yo, it took you years to get to where you're at. I'm gonna be where you're at in a couple months.
Yeah.
So that was tough. How you almost signed to Justin Bieber?
Yeah, I was trying to look into that to see if anything about it, but all I found was that
A collab.
They did a collab.
So I got to take a point away for Joyner on that. Just again, the same criticism I gave to Tory about get your facts right. Yo, Joyner, get your facts right.
I mean, maybe there's more to it that it's released. Maybe he knows something.
Possibly.
But again, yeah, it is what it is, right?
You look like a fucking beaver. That was juvenile and weak to me. That's
a shot at him, I guess, when he had the gap teeth, right? Because
yeah, but that's along the lines of fucking beard is weird. Hair looks like a man bun. Like, I'm tired of these weak ass like juvenile fucking disses. Yeah, like, be more creative with it. I ain't like that one.
He said 10 years in the game, but your ass still sitting on bleachers.
Boy, you just another diva. Heard your grandma kicked you out the house screaming, Tory, we don't fucking need you. That was hard.
Because it's a reference to Tory Lanez song 2016 called I Told You, where Tory details being kicked out of his house of his grandmother in 2008.
Yeah, so that was a tough reference back to Tory's track. It's also just a tough jab in general. Like, yo, that's grimy, yo. Like, you got kicked out by your grandma and they said they don't need you. Like, that's, you know, a personal blow there. Why your daddy up and leave you, I guess is how they fucking treat you. Like, yo, I guess, right? And you my puppet, you my cousin Skeeter. That was funny because on Tory's his new album, his whole promotional rollout with the puppets.
Right? Yeah.
The puppets on the cover, his puppets. So that was, you know, a shot at what he's doing now.
He said, if you want attention, Tory, you're going to have to pay for it. For me for it.
Yeah.
That's funny. All these hoes love me, but you sucking niggas hate me for it. I'm skipping the shots and the bullets and all that.
Yeah, again, the generic shit. He did that too.
All you do is cry. You a child. You my baby boy. You call yourself Tory after Notorious Big. Biggie turning in his grave when he hears your shit. I don't even think you could even ever come compare your shit. Let's see that real quick.
Yeah, I'm looking at it around. So that's interesting, right? So Tory Lanez's real name is Daystar Peterson. This is from Genius, by the way. Tory went by the pseudonym Notorious before. So that's why he used to go by.
So I guess that's the line that he's saying. You call yourself Tory after the Notorious Big.
Yeah. Biggie turning his grave when he hear your shit. that was hard. Because there's no way in hell you're going to compare Tory Lanez to Biggie. Sorry. Yeah. Don't even try it.
Your reggae soft and sweet. Niggas think that you candy.
And he says that right after, yo. Don't ever think that you could ever compare your shit. Like,
and this right here, right, where he's like, little girls and kids, only ones who feel your shit. I skipped the plaques on my way to the Grammy.
So that was tough because, yeah, the people getting Tory Lanez, even Joe Budden said this shit on his podcast, because I know they talked about Tory's album a little bit, and they were like, you know, did you listen to it? And I remember Joey was like, I heard it, but it's not for him. Like, he feels like it's more for the younger crowd. Okay. Right? And I felt that way when I listened to the album, too. It wasn't for me. It wasn't bad. You know what I mean? I'm not going to shit on it, but it's not for me. And I also like how he directly replied to the last diss, where he was just like, yo, you know, I got 5 plaques. You don't have any, even though he does. He's saying, yo, I'm skipping the plaques on my way to a Grammy. Like, yo, you can have your platinum plaques. I'm trying to get that Grammy. So that was a cool, you know, direct response to that.
You really think you could scam me? This made me laugh. And you got identity issues. Niggas think you a tranny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was just a little ha-ha line. And again, yo, the direct replies. This is where I give points in battles, like, a lot. Your niggas really convinced you that you think you can scam me. That was back to the whole light skin, you know, nigga line that Tory was saying in his shit. Hold on, rewind that. Because he starts off earlier. Tory, tell us why you always got to lie in your rhymes. I know you keeping up with lies can get tiring sometimes. And then he goes...
You're not a G and deep down you want to hide sometimes. Staring at the sunshine and starting to cry sometimes. Your real name's Daystar. You've been dying to shine.
That was a tough play on his name. Right? Daystar, shine. You've been dying to shine.
And when you sing, you kind of sound like you're dying sometimes.
That shit was hilarious. But yeah, like, yo, Tory, he's talking all this fucking G shit in all these diss tracks. Like, fucking 75% of the bars is fucking, you know, fucking gun bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, very generic shit. So I'm glad Joyner brought that up. He make the type of tracks that have me feeling silent inside. Nobody take you serious. Put all the violent aside. Again, to what I just said. Like, you talking all this recklessness. Nobody's taking you serious. Like, stop that shit. Mm-hmm. And then here he exposes some. So I don't follow Tory, so I'm not aware of this. I became aware following this battle that the stuff Joyner does mention now is public. information. I didn't know it because I don't follow Tory, but I'll let you take that from there.
The Kendrick stuff.
Nah, when he says, "Okay, let's talk about your plagiarism that you hate to mention, or talk about the hate you given to the greats you dissing." So the hate you given to the greats you dissing, he's been talking crazy about Kendrick and Cole.
He has.
And we'll get into that after. Reading. And that writer who wrote your shit still ain't get paid on that Don't Die record. You should probably go pay the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not aware that this is out there, which I didn't, that's like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, exactly, right? And then you got this, and we're gonna check this out real quick. And how the fuck you talk about Kendrick when he a legend? Then go bite the nigga style on your record right at the ending. On 4 a.m. Flex, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Sounds exactly like the art of peer pressure. Go take a listen. I'm going to pause this podcast for a second.
Yeah, you got it right.
I'm going to check that out. And I am very familiar with Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes.
And Art of Peer Pressure
is one of the hardest
tracks on the album. So I will recognize that right off the bat. Give us 1 second.
We just heard the 4 a.m. track that Joyner references. Off the jump.
First 2 seconds, not even.
As soon as he starts, down to the cadence. Is mimicking Kendrick's cadence. He's telling a different story, obviously. But then even the way it cuts into the skit part.
It
even the beat, bro.
Yeah. The voice, the beat, the skit, the way it cuts. There's still some parts of the song that kind of give me a remembrance of Art of Peer Pressure. He references the cars and the such. I don't know, the sound and the feel comes right off the bat.
Yeah,
bro.
The content is different, obviously. The story he's telling is different from what Kendrick is saying on Art of Peer Pressure. But sonically, it sounds fucking identical. His cadence is the same as Kendrick's. His voice inflections, the beat, the way it was structured, that's crazy. Points to Joyner for that shit.
See, it's shit like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are, like, probably Tory fans probably don't listen to Kendrick like that, and they probably miss that song, so they probably won't catch the reference. Go revisit
but Joyner's
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Joyner's blowing it up. So I hope people that listen to this are listening to these two songs, and they're like, damn, Joyner got him. You inspired by the niggas you name dropped. So, again, he's talking shit, but clearly there's inspiration there. This was funny, too. When I saw you on Flex, I gave props. When we found out you stole Don Q shit from the train stop, he thought you would fly to the plane drop. That was cool. Did he stole something from Don Q?
Not that I'm aware of.
Tory Lanez appeared on Hot 97, hosted by Funk Flex in November 2017, freestyled over Nas's Uchi Wally. Fans noticed that Tory had very similar bars to those of New York rapper Don Q. Let's take a look at these bars. Lanez defended himself immediately, saying, I didn't steal anything. None of the punchlines they showing are the same. Niggas trying to expose mans for similar words. Get out of here, fam. What about the whole 8 minutes of flame that man's trying to discredit, run up with the floor shit, because then let them blah, 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 whatever. Don Q stayed quiet, but close friend and collaborator Cassidy tweeted out after hearing about the situation, yo, Don Q, that nigga Tory Lanez owe us a check for them bars he stole.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. I'm sorry if so. I'm gonna get nerdy with y'all, right? In academia, when you're writing a paper, if you paraphrase another author's work, you still need to cite it.
Yes. So
if Tory Lanez's defense was, oh, you want to get at me for using similar words. That's the equivalent of paraphrasing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like how many times people take famous Biggie flows and Biggie lines and just change a couple words up, right? Mm-hmm. It's. I mean, obviously they're paying homage, but you recognize, yo, that's a Biggie line. They, that happens a lot with J too. People take a lot of J or even M. Rakim is like probably the most borrowed from MC out there. Right, like if you're familiar with Rakim's discography, you will recognize so many similar bars in other artists' shit. So yeah, nah, Tory, nah. Another expose from Joyner Lucas on the fucking record.
And then he gets into he's like, ugly motherfucker trying to stun in a tank top. It's no wonder why they used to feed your ass with a slingshot.
That was funny.
And then he goes into a part of the song that I find
you like this shit,
where he actually does the sunning part right, and he puts him in a corner and he goes off on him.
I have mixed feelings about it. I love what he did, but some of the bars, this is where I feel like some of the bars are a little bit juvenile.
Again, he's talking to a child, right?
True.
You can't.
I guess. Yeah.
And the shit that he says is something you would tell your child, bro. You know what I'm saying? True. He tells him what he says. It's the last time I buy you a ring pop. Sit down, you're on punishment, and don't get up till you see me. You know, you ain't touching the TV, no more video games, phone, 3D, no more boombox for your weak ass CD.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
And he goes on. I mean, we could sit here and rap, you know.
Nah, there's a couple ones that had me lying though, right? No more rapping. Give me a pen and paper. No more lying to the people on how you the biggest gangster. That was funny. Then he says, "I'm gonna get real Joe Jackson in a second." So obviously, Joe Jackson is infamously known for having beat his children.
Yeah.
So that shit was funny to me. And this is Joe Jackson from the Jackson family. Let's just be clear on who we talking about. So that shit was funny.
Go get your juicy box out of the refrigerator. You're going to bed at 8 o'clock and not a minute later. You know what I'm saying? And he just...
Then he gets at him for claiming Toronto and says, you know, you're not from Toronto. Put that on the Bible. He says, nigga, you from Brampton. Go spin the bottle. And then the rest of it was kind of generic. I bombed the ghetto, I brought the shovel, I bury all you little Ninja Turtles, you Donatello, you saw off this Jello, you must be going off the Amaretto. So the rest of it is kind of...
He's like, and my freestyle is killing your originals.
Yeah, that was tough. Because, yeah, you would try to shit on him for him getting big off his freestyles off other people's shit. But he's like, yo, my jocking people's beats was harder than anything original you put out.
Mm-hmm. And then, like you said, I thought that part that you was rapping, you know, he starts chopping it and he shows cases his skills. And then I like how he did the ending because he was just chopping and rapidy rap, as you would say.
Yeah.
And then he's like, ah, you could tell, like, you know, it was just funny. Like, he was like, enough of this.
Yeah. And then this is the last, like, hard bar for me. It's like, I'm Bob Dylan, I'm John Lennon, I'm authentic.
Yes, sir.
Which, you know, we've said, like, yo, Joyner Lucas is definitely an authentic MC and artist. So, yeah, I mean, we broke down those bars. You let us know how you feel. But honestly, I feel like Tory definitely had a couple great shots. But the bulk of Tory's records were just generic gun talk and nothing creative.
Yeah, he didn't showcase no lyrical skills. I mean, he chopped. And like I said, I give credit to that because that is a skill.
Yeah, he definitely showed he could rap fast for sure. Like he has a different flow than what we know him to have, which was dope to hear from Tory.
Wasn't really saying much.
But when you look at the content
for a rap battle,
yeah, he wasn't saying much.
Maybe if it was a freestyle like a Lucy that he threw out, you know, not including it being a rap battle, maybe he would have got away with it. You know, for a freestyle, he's just showcasing and showboating, which is fine. All right, that's what you do in freestyles and stuff.
Yeah, like, again, like, don't get us wrong. It's dope to know that Tory has that in his arsenal to be able to spit, you know, with that level of rhyme schemes. Because the rhyme scheme was, I don't want to say complex because it wasn't that deep, but he rhymed a lot of words really fast, which is a skill set that...
But he rhymed it with majority of one word, like we talked about, right?
Yeah, nigga, around, you know, he had those moments.
I don't give points for that.
I'll be nice and give him some credit for that, just because I didn't expect that from him at all. But again, when you look at the content, Joyner's compared to Tory's, Joyner was way more creative with it. He was funny with it. He still maintained, you know, the rhyme schemes and all the technical skill. I just feel like Tory was super generic with most of his shit. The bars where Tory did get creative were good. Like, those were like, oh shit, like, that was tough. He caught him. If there would have been more of that, I think it'd be closer. I think Joyner flamed him though.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Who do you think won this rap battle? Did you hear the songs? What are your favorite bars from any one of the artists? Leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know.
Yeah. The last thing we want to get into is Tory Lanez comments on Kendrick and Cole.
Yes, there was a comment. I think he was on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, one of the two social
medias. Yeah, I think he's been doing Insta lately.
And I guess a fan asked him or somebody asked him or it might have been a question on his mind. But he was talking about how he feels, you know, he can run circles around, you know, the J. Coles and the Kendricks and anybody lyrical, rapidy rap out of pocket. He feels that he can outdo everybody. That's what we need to say. You got to pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, I want to break that down a little bit too. Because he said something about, you know, flow. He could outdo people in the pockets and all that. No, you can't. When you're talking about, you know, flow and pocket, Kendrick and Cole are definitely top of that. I think Cole is way better with his pockets. Cole has that melody, that like melodic style in his arsenal. He can do it.
He's done it, right?
He's done it. And then when you're talking about rapping around people like in a straight battle, honestly, I don't give a fuck if you're in the pocket like that. It'll make you this sound better, yeah. But at the end of the day, we're looking at what you're saying.
Check it out, right? Let's just talk about To Pimp a Butterfly. Wasn't they teaching that in like school? That album?
Yeah, he won
right?
He won a fucking Pulitzer Prize award for that shit.
Let's just talk about that album for a quick second, right?
Pulitzer Prize, bro.
If Tory was as good as he's claiming he is, I'm not taking the man's talent, but I'm going off of what he said recently about, he could run circles around the Kendricks and the J. Cole's. Why haven't you put out an album that moves like that?
You ready for this?
I'm listening.
He gave you the answer in his diss records to Joyner. He told Joyner to dumb it down to sell records, bro.
Well, I mean,
which doesn't make sense because these dudes who aren't dumbing it down,
maybe
are selling records.
Maybe to Tory, Kendrick is just another Fifi. It's just another 6ix9ine bars, like he compared Joyner to.
If that's the case, then you need to go revisit.
Well, you need to talk to that man.
And I am talking to you. If you ever hear this story, I'm talking to you. You need to go revisit Kendrick's work. You need to go revisit J. Cole's work, and then come back and say you can outdo them.
It's cool if you.
Even Joyner Lucas admitted. Lee said he cannot outdo Kendrick and J. Cole. And Joyner Lucas has Grammy-worthy records like I'm Not a Racist, like Frozen, I think those are the only two I'll probably put in that category. But Joyner has these high-level caliber of lyrical, storytelling tracks. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not gonna do it, especially with the content we just broke down. Like if you're trying to rap Kendrick and Cole, you're gonna have to come way harder than that, because they'll hit you with fucking 4 bars that we could write essays on.
Hell yeah, and I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I mean? So keep talking that shit. I'm hoping. I know Cole won't say shit.
But that's what it is though. He's just talking his shit, man. He's just talking his shit.
Yeah, nah, you're not touching Kendrick. You're not touching Cole. I think Joyner flamed you. If you really look at what was being said in those records, at least to us anyway, who the fuck are we though, right? So
exactly, huh?
To everybody listening, y'all let us know what y'all feel. And yeah, so that was the Joyner Lucas and Tory Lanez battle breakdown. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let us know what y'all think in the comments below.
If we missed something out and you guys want to touch up on,
we talking our shit, feel free to talk yours.
We dropped the bar, or we missed the bar or something, and you know what I'm saying, you guys point it out, man. Drop it in the comment section below and let us know. We'll revisit if need be.
Yeah. On part 2, we will be discussing the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. Stay tuned for that. We'll be dropping that this week as well as part 2 of this episode, because we don't want to kill y'all with 2 hours of content in one shot. We love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Again, please subscribe, like, share. Let us know you like what we're doing.
Stay live.
Yeah. Stay live. Peace, love. 1.